I'm going to warn you fair in advance here, friends. I've woken up today with a zeal, a vigor, a fearful righteousness that I have not felt for quite some time. Welcome to the Church of Cringe. Population me. Although we've known that for quite some time. And you, my loyal, dutiful congregation here to sippy on the blood of cringe, approach... No, do not... I was about to say the words approach my chocolatey altar, which in the context of the series is perfectly fine, but it's not a sound clip I want on the internet, thank you. So we're gonna leave that metaphor behind, and we're moving into a whole new Loompa-filled world. What are they called? Loompa-filled world. For the estate of Roald Dahl, if you are watching. Is that a legal defense? Is that a legitimate legal defense? Can't sue someone for saying the word Oompa Loompa. None of this is even remotely close to that original property franchise. I think we've had enough messing around with planning and building these weird little rooms that kind of work but kind of don't and need to be bigger anyway. So we're going to rip out the entire mountain today. Not the entire mountain. We're going to leave some of the mountain, but it's all going to be inside the mountain. So we're going to take out most of the mountain. Like a good 80 to 95% of the mountain. But how, pray tell, are we going to do that with one man in a top hat, two slime girls, and three Groupa Loompas, only one of which is good at mining? It's very simple. We go and get ourselves more Groupa Loompas. What respecting chocolate factory would only have 4 of the bloody people, most of them just doing standard industrial work. So I'm going to install very much that, yeah. They're behind this big old blast door just because I don't really want the guests to find out about, kidnapping people en masse. I'm going to put all of the dart guns, and then we're going to need some sort of armor. Now, this mod pack doesn't have any spacer things at all by design. It'll be a bit weird fighting the Mafia if, you know, you're in power armor. Seems a little one-sided. What can we even get equipped with without all of the spacer stuff? Welder mask. Well, that is peak threatening energy right there. Holy shit. Okay, hear me out. What if we send the Groupas, when they go to war, dressed in plate mail with dart guns or whatever we decide to equip them with? It's either that or flak armor, right? And there's something a lot more threatening about this. We've got enough plastic. We can make the most high-tech plate armor going. These little guys are going to be invincible. We need to give them all the armor we can because they're also little guys. They're going to get knocked over in no time. Now, once Creme Brulee has fulfilled what I can only describe as our gargantuan armor order, we'll get out there and liberate a couple of Groupas, get them back, start digging out the mountain. But my second goal for today, along with getting that set up all properly, is to flip the factory and make it a bit more... well, a bit more of a chocolate factory. You know, a bit more of a fantasy chocolate factory at that. If we could get the industrial ovens today automatically producing chocolate, then we can set up these chocolate generators, create the flip the entire power grid over to running off of chocolate. That would firstly be amazing to see. Then I think actually making the factory a little more fantasy based. Like, sure, this is the bit that the guests aren't really gonna see, and I do love the idea of this giant concrete monolith, but our people still have to work in there all day, every day. So I'm going to make it a little nicer on that front. I think the real goal would be those mint choco walls for the entire thing. I mean, that would be incredible. And I think the same with the kill maze. Having a chocolate-walled murder dungeon where the snozzberries taste like snozzberries would be incredible. Mr. Cringe! This is either fantastic or horrible because we have power logic switches, which is from the power logic mod, allows you to control all sorts of machinery. It's logic gates, right? Basically, fuck, how do I explain this? Sometimes things is on, and sometimes things is off, and sometimes you want things to be on when one switch is on but not the other, and sometimes you want things to be on when no switches are on. And that's what that means. So that'd be quite handy for running a lot of the traps in the mountain. But then, to insult me, we have Provisions Packing Factory. At long last, the conveyor oven. I can't turn that down. Oh, but that's only 600. Ah! And this is where it turns out you can't cook chocolate with the conveyor oven. My God, if that's the case, I will scream. Ah! That's it, Mr. Cringe. I'm sorry. Walk away. We can't run the factory. Close the doors. Shut it down. Send the people home. If only, Mr. Cringe, if only you knew a guy. Oh. Hang on a minute, he does know it. Me. Me, I'm a guy. Hello. I made a chocolate conveyor oven. It took me 11 minutes, so that's 11 minutes of my life I'm never getting back, thanks to the Vanilla Expanded team. Thank you. But now we have ourselves these very fancy and oh so delicious chocolate ovens that are identical in every way in terms of cost and speed to the regular ovens, but this time they only make chocolate from from cocoa, of course. The only difference is these ones take up slightly more power, because it's a little more, you know, it's a little more complicated to cook a chocolate bar than just a packaged survival meal. Is it more complicated? I'm not sure about that one in hindsight. Now business can begin. The question is, what do we do with the chocolate? Because with the other workbench, we can turn it into things such as Choco Chem Fuel. Choco Fuel. And I think it's Choco Fuel that we need to fuel the power. So I guess we'll for the time being, just have it churning out a shitload of chocolate. And then probably a terrible, terrible choice of words to describe that. For the time being, we'll just make chocolate. And then eventually we'll conveyor belt it over to another machine that will allow us to turn it into all sorts of byproducts. We could have another machine that turns it into milk chocolate. Another machine that turns it into white chocolate. I guess you'd need a lot of milk at that point. A lot of delicious, tasty milk. Oh shit, it's actually happening. We have Loompas filling up the chocolate machines. I never thought I would see the day. We'll leave that in the safe hands of Mr. Cringe and I guess Apple Pie will send creme brulee and the Loompas out to, you know, go get some volunteers. Wow, that really is quite the sight, huh? Good lord. What a horribly ominous sight to see approaching a little Loompa tribe, huh? I won't lie, this is exceptionally dangerous. We need to try and grab a few Loompas without... Can we even do that? Can we even go in and just grab a few and leave? Huh. I don't want to wipe them out. Otherwise, they can only turn up as random raiders. They won't have a permanent settlement. Oh. I hate to say it. This doesn't look like a Loompa tribe to me. This looks like... Holy shit. This looks like a regiment. This is an actual organized military. That man has twice as many guns as we have. Okay, this is ridiculous. We're going to get wiped out. What? What? Yeah, Loompa tried my ass. Okay, well, forget that idea then. What the hell? How am I supposed to take that on? You had to pick now of all times, didn't you? How far away is the caravan? Oh, they're here! Hurry up, caravan. Wait, do we want them to turn up or do we want to send them through the tunnel? I mean, it's all ready to go, right? Look at the marble still, that's good. And the fearsome raccoon IED room. Whose raccoon is it? It was my raccoon? We're gonna give him rabies. Shit. Right, okay. You know what? Hold off. Let's just see if they want to plow ahead. What are they shooting at? My uwu platypi! Laffy! Oh, we just walked right past. That's hilarious. Okay, you know what? Just go to bed. Just go to bed. That's fine. Cringe? Let's get you down into the kill corridor. I don't think they're actually going to be able to kill the uwu platypi. Those things I've noted are, ridiculously strong. In fact, I think they're probably just gonna solo the raid. What? And now this ram has gone mad. Well, they're not having a good time, are they? I haven't even got into the kill tunnel yet, and they're already losing their minds. Hey, Vastox, how are things? I'm in pain too. Yeah, you really are, aren't you? I mean, we could bring on an exploited native to work for us, but I don't know. I feel like we've got a very strict factory theme here. Brilliant. That entire raid was beaten by a very angry platypus and a mad deer. Hello? Oh my god. Holy shit, why are they so strong? My god, okay. Well, it's become less of a, hey, maybe we'll get some free workers out of this and more of a, oh my god, I don't think we're going to survive. Let's go get armored up very bloody... Really? Really? You threw your helmets just on the floor? Okay, rapid armoring. Rapid armoring. Go, 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 go. Who's not equipping a helmet? You're not. There you go. There you go. Defensive position, Dr. Hunk. Thank you, thank you. This is going to be incredible. Hopefully, with the remainder of the traps we have left... Oh, shit. Oh, it kind of worked. I didn't even get to see it happen. That's disappointing. Okay. And they're going to pop up a couple of the turrets. Here we go. Now, these don't count as... I was going to say, they don't count as walls. They only count as cover. I didn't know if that would still be slow enough for them to path round. That guy's pretty pissed off about it, huh? He's livid. That's it. Come on. Set off some of the turrets. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's another wall. Any of those turrets would be good about now. You guys want to walk over it instead of punching it? Unbelievable. I'm very disappointed in you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What are you doing? You're hiding behind cover there? Well, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? How would I stop that? We just throw down a couple of sandbags, actually. That should stop it in the future. God damn it. Come through the barrier, Barracuda. There you go, there you go. Bosun, Bosun, Bosun. Sick, kid. Have we hit him yet? Well, he is just like, does not give a shit, huh? Come on. Send him, send him. Kick in, kick in. Or maybe we'll probably kill him before the anesthetic. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. You take a step back. You fuckers take a step back. Let the Loompas come forward. Oh, they can reach that far. No way. What the... Oh, those have got massive range to them. Oh, this is good. This is good. I have confidence. I have faith. How my little Loompas looking? A couple of hits here and there. I mean, they are wearing plasteel plate armor. They're pretty well defended, all things considered. They're killing one another faster than I'm able to down them at this point. Red's down. Okay, there's two. There's two. I'm going to have to probably micro this a little bit, unfortunately. Worst day of my life. Otherwise, they will just keep firing anesthetic at the same guy over and over until eventually they go down. Oh my god, are my people going to be alive for long enough here? Anesthetic kicking in. There you go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, change targets, change targets. Let's go for him. All four of them firing at once. We've got a higher chance to hit, you'd hope. Come on! Just shoot him, you freaking Loompas. Oh, sprinkles. Shit. We might need to switch to something slightly higher power at this stage. We haven't got anything. That's always a good sign. Apple Pie could help out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried here. I don't think we're able to punch through their armor. Well, why would you go down, but the others wouldn't? How long have we got before they get back up? Sedated for 1 day. Wowee. You're down from, I assume, explosion-related injuries. You are down from everything. Oh, and you're anesthetized. Holy shit. How are they still fighting at this point? My god. Brave people. Right, Cringe, here's what we're going to do. We're going to carefully run around the outside and go and try and patch them up mid-combat here, because I'm getting a little concerned. They're fine. Just kind of heavily bruised, really. I'm going to move Creme Brulee forward just to go and glow them a little bit. We need to get some actual damage in here. Come on. Come on, bring him down, bring him down. Oh, immediately shield's broken, for fuck's sake. Creme Brulee. Come on, Creme Brulee, I believe in you. It's just a Loompa. Just take him out. No! Creme Brulee! Oh! What? I thought they were super resistant because they're made of ice cream. Oh my god. How terribly macabre. It's just Dr. Hunk and Cringe. Okay, it's just Dr. Hunk. That's what I meant to say. Are you fucking joking? How are they still going? Piss off. Finish the job, Dr. Hunk. Kill them dead. Come on. How come my Loompas take 2 hits and they go down? These enemy Loompas are anesthetized. They've been blown up. They had the roof caved on them. They've tripped on marble, stood on Lego, shot in the face by an SMG, and they're still fucking fighting. I want a refund. Oh, piss off. Piss off. Man in black. Winters, help me. Winters. Winters. Winters, run. Put him down. Put him down right now. Are you actually joking? Come on. Who's on fire? Nah. Why is it on fire, though? Apple Pie, put the fire out. Winters? I swear to God, our Loompas are shite compared to these other enemy Loompas. Is this a fucking joke? What are you wearing? 88% sharp armor, just bouncing off of him. Go on, trip on a Lego brick, you little shit. Go on, die. Die. Die! Yes, right in the plug. There's no coming back from that one. That's lethal damage. Oh, Spoonie's up. Spoonie, Spoonie, Spoonie. I would say try and give him some anesthetic, but I feel like it's a little irrelevant. He's still trying to kill it. This is actually ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you, stray plug. I quit. I'll burn it down. Claim the insurance money. I don't know what to do at this point. Sprinkles is up. Little Sprinkles, if you got any medical skill at all, go help someone, for God's sake. I think Dr. Cringe is fine at this point. 24%. Brilliant. I don't think anybody's actually gonna die besides Dr. Cringe there for a moment. Losing a little bit of blood from his hand. I mean, we're Infection City. I did build a hospital. We don't have any hospital parts, but I have thrown some beds down in a room I will turn into a hospital one day. Mr. Cringe was the only one I'm worried about. How's he doing? 3 conditioning tending, he's fine. Let's just get him back. Is Apple Pie, are you gonna die? You're also fine. I mean, what a fucking mess. No. Give me him. We need something to show for this. We lost effectively 2 people. I don't give a shit about Winters. When is the idiot? He was just some fan of the chocolate. Okay, are we going to be able to save him? No, not at all. We still have nothing to show for all that. Walk away. Are you actually kidding me, Apple Pie? How has it all gone wrong? Oh, what a terrible day to be Irabustra. Well, I would say that raid on the Loompa tribe was a resounding success. I think there's a word for this. It's karma. Karma, that's it. Well, a couple of days later and everybody is pretty much back up on their feet and good as new. Mr. Cringe and Sprinkles are like back on it. They're immediately at work again. I need something to cheer myself up. So I've been saving this for a moment of low. Let's start churning out some chocolate, huh? Let's start extracting those ingredients. Oh, look, there we go. Oven is processing raw cocoa. Chocolate will be ready in 24 hours. I don't know if that's how long it takes to cook a bar, but with 4 machines working at once, I think that's okay. I think it's pretty acceptable. We might have to add a stack limit, though, because otherwise they're going to be filled with thousands and thousands of cocoa per machine. Oh, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, it doesn't need refrigerating or anything, so I guess there's no downside to it. We might have to grow more cocoa. So in terms of permanent injuries from that absolute mess of a fight, Dr. Hunk had his nose shattered, but other than that, we're actually fine. How's Cringe doing? Just walked it off. Man gets shot in the heart and he just walks it off. I mean, it was only 3 injuries. This might be a good opportunity, though, to install a... We have a field hand, which obviously is fantastic. We also have another drill arm for Laffy. Maybe we don't need extra loopers. We've seen how that ends. Maybe we take the loopers we've got and we make them just kind of hideous. This guy who's, you know, kind of broken and beaten a little bit and, I mean, lactating, but we'll ignore that almost entirely. I think let's give him the other drill arm as well. Let's also give Dr. Hunk the field hand, given that he has 20.99 plants. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Have you got any breakages there that we need to worry about? Not really. His right hand got a little peppered. So let's go ahead and swap that one out. I mean, that is an incredible mental image, isn't it? All of those things just work so well. Oh! Not Dr. Hunk! What did he do wrong? Dr. Hunk? One for blackmail by the exploited natives. They're offering 69 silver for his death. What the hell? I don't think anybody's going to take him up on that one, are they? I mean, we could pay 69 silver to tell him to piss off. Yeah, I'm just going to pay you to leave. Hang on, the raccoon survived that whole thing? Oh. Well, it did. Why, God? Well, here it is. The first batch version 2.0. Now completely heartless. There you go. 20 chocolate every 24 hours. I won't lie. That's a little slow. Might need a tad tweaking there. If only Mr. Cringe knew a guy. Maybe he could make it slightly faster. Overclock these chocolate machines a little bit, because that's ridiculous. And let's not forget what we have sacrificed to be here. Granted, we didn't have to actually sacrifice her at all. That, of course, is Creme Brulee, our first ever slime girl who died needlessly. Completely needlessly. And what do we get to show for it? A single Loompa that came after the battle. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we got a little bit of something from it. As long as I live, none of these loyal employees will ever die again. So we're going to put down some better defenses, some turrets, just as a temporary thing so that we can focus on the chocolate stuff and drill out the mountain very slowly. Somebody also made a fan turret too, which is pretty much exactly what I was asking for, so thank you for that. I mean, if we build them, it's not only very good for defense, but also on brand. Okay. Wow, the overdriven fan turrets are expensive, aren't they? All right, well, let's do it. Let's build some of those then. Why not? An entire fan room. All we need is a fizzy drink to make them go into them a little bit more. Is there any way we could do that? I mean, like an auto bong would do it, but it's not really a... it's not really a fizzy drink, is it? And we build the barricanes out of... The barricanes? Well, I mean, that's a new word. It works perfectly. We're going to build the barricanes out of candy canes. And while Sprinkles is working on that, I'm going to get No, I'm not. I was going to say creme brulee, but she's dead. Is anybody good at crafting? Actually, we got a few good crafters here. Oh, apple pie. Okay, let's go ahead and put apple pie on that. And then we don't need so many chefs anymore, given that... I mean, if we leave it to Sprinkles... Oh, Sprinkles is our builder. Leave it to Mr. Cringe. Leave it to Laffy. But Laffy's also drilling and mining. Okay, leave it to Mr. Cringe for a little while. We'll have to lower the amount of recipes we're cooking, at least for At least for a good while. So Apple Pie, our only surviving slime girl, can be making tempered chocolate. We need to make enough of those to be able to make the Wondrous workbench here of Mr. Cringe, 150, but we can also use it, apparently, as a non-flammable building material, which I quite like. A shiny material made by melting chocolate and steel together and then tempering the mixture in an attempt to reinforce it to little success. It's worse than steel in just about every way, and the only reason you want to make this is if you're desperate for building materials. Not desperate. It's called fashion, honey. Look it up. This better be Wondrous. We're risking starvation for this one. Ah, create delicious chocolate. A genius combination of chocolate and cocoa fuel. Can be obtained from certain animals that can be created at the Wondrous workbench. The taste can be described as sublime. We can also create a statue base. A corpse covered in chocolate. Oh, I see. And then a small sculpture. A morbid statue containing a corpse twisted into the facsimile of a Oompa Loompa, holding and wearing various accessories. That's quite nice. And then finally, we have a very fancy cane that gives a 15% trade price improvement. Well, of course, we've got to make sure we've always got one of those for Mr. Cringe himself. That's insane. Who needs a whole army of Oompa when you could just have one with double drill arms? Look at him go, what a guy. Oh, Mr. Cringe. Look at that. So we should be able to recruit this guy immediately now. See, we're getting our numbers back up there, don't worry. I mean, nothing could ever possibly replace Creme Brulee, the first slime girl we ever had, but that's fine. It's okay. I hate slime girls anyway. So it's a small price to pay for more Oompa Loompas. Ah, there you go. Are you actually good at anything? Nima. Oh. Wow, yeah, no, I'll take that. Tough, nudist, ugly. 17 crafting, double passion, very casually. Well, that's actually fantastic, because that fills that gap fairly nicely. Sorry, Apple Pie, you are fired, my friend. I don't know what chocolate compounding is, but that sounds pretty on brand. An alloy made by fusing plasteel with a bit of gold and a good amount of chocolate. Honestly, the increased strength probably comes from the chocolate having a good amount of carbon alloyed with plasteel, but hey, it just works. I agree. I can't argue with that one. Okay, make chocolate compound with chocolate, gold, and plasteel of the fabrication bench. Sure. Did it say something then? Did I catch that right? Yeah, it's stronger than plasteel in every way, just not very material efficient. That's okay. That's okay. That sounds incredible. Then we can replace the plate armor I made out of plasteel with plate armor made from chocolate. Cringe's little warrior army. Good God, Laffy. Oh, good God, Laffy. Wow. We're never going to need resources again. Oh, no. Boy, I sure hope we finish those fans. Hello. How you doing? Oh, power's cut. Oh, that's good. Why is the power out? Shit. It goes down there, a little over there. Oh, yeah, it's cut there. That's a bit of a problem. Do you have any steel? Dr. Hunk. That looks like steel. Hey, work on that. Build it fast. Build it now. Yes. Good. Power back on. Power back on. There you go. It is a bit more sinister when there are bodies and collapsed rocks all over the place. Wow. Just when I thought we couldn't give this place any more threatening energy, we've pretty much done it there. Careful. Don't slip on those marbles. I'm glad they survived, though, because now we get to see the fans in action. How do they work? They actually fire fan blades? Well, that's not what I meant at all. You know, I meant the scene from the film where they drink the thing and then they're sucked up into a fan. Firing fan blades at people is a very Mr. Cringe interpretation of that, though. He just, you know, he read it on the HoloNet, heard about it online from some traders or whatever. And that's his interpretation of it. Man, they are pretty cool, aren't they? What the hell is going on? Is the game making up for the last week of no raids by sending them constantly now? Yeah, go on. Let's see you get past my fans. Finally, Mr. Streamer Only fans. I feel like those ones aren't going to work. I'm no expert, but it doesn't seem structurally sound, does it? Hey! That's Nima, get your damn haircut. You're embarrassing us. You look ridiculous. Don't you ever let me catch you without a company-approved haircut again, otherwise you're in trouble, my friend. HR won't even be able to begin to protect you from my wrath. You hear me? We can't actually rebuild this clown trap in the middle. I had to buy one of those slippery PDAs from a trader, so I'm really hoping they don't set that off. Oh, I built the steel turret bases, but I haven't got around to putting the horns in it yet either. Well, that's tragic. Maybe it'll blow up and take them with them. It might blow up, though, and hit that and take the whole room down, so I guess we'll... guess we'll wait and see. But that was unnecessary. Unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. Here you go. Yes! Holy shit! Oh, he's trying to carry his friend to safety. Oh, don't worry, I've got you. Don't worry. Brad. Why can I not read that? What the hell's wrong with me? Oh! Oh, he comically tripped on a banana. How tragic. I might have completely forgotten I'd installed that. Sure. You've figured out a way to vaporize a drug that forces people to lactate. I have just one question. Why? The answer is, do we want to kill our enemies in the cringe corridor with comical traps and horrifying mazes, or do you want to kill our enemies with comical traps and horrifying mazes while they lactate? That's a simple answer, my friend. That's science. Sterile materials at long last. A little late now, given that 2 of our people are dead, but thank you. That's pretty nice. And more importantly, take a bow, little Laffy. He has dug out the entire mountain. I've already started them on cleaning and hauling this all out. Put down some very rudimentary kind of granite wall supports there to stop the whole bloody mountain caving in. So the way that we're going to approach it this time is we'll take away all the old testing rooms. We'll get rid of that entirely. We need an adequate kill box, though, to replace it with, or some sort of raid control, seeing as they're pretty frequent for some reason. Maybe we just keep this middle corridor for now, take out the hot and cold rooms, and start working on kind of an expansion to this one, whilst also keeping it functional. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather take it all out and start from fresh, which is, I guess, probably what I will do. Yeah, if we take this whole thing out and then just build turrets up here, they'd still have to walk through this anyway, the same as what we've got it set up right now, so that works better. But this time around, we're going to focus on getting the first room completely perfect. Then we'll move on to the next one, and the next one, next one. Then we'll just kind of rebalance the older ones as it gets more complicated and more deadly as we expand out more and more. No more square rooms painted with a color. We want to make it actually seem like a, like a chocolate-themed area, right? Like some sort of sweet shop. And I do like the idea. I mentioned it at the end of the last episode. Someone mentioned it recently as well, of having like the hot and cold maze be like the ovens for the chocolate, something themed of that, and then the freezer for the materials, while it also kills you. That's a nice combo. No, I just wanted to comment on yesterday's episode, and there is an idea that I actually, I really like, but also it stops being Mr. Cringe and just becomes Cringe. So there is a mod that adds Freddy, what's his name? The Freddy from the Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, the monster man. Somebody suggested build a maze and put that in the middle of it and have guests be, or in this case, you know, raiders, whatever, be forced to walk through the maze and that thing hunts them as they go through. I mean, I can't deny, if we're theming a room about kind of childhood nightmare, I mean, it's so perfect, right? We've got a whole generation of Zoomers that are, oh, a spooky bear, oh. I can't deny it, it's very good. It is a very good idea, so I might build some sort of spooky maze. I don't want there to be too many maze rooms, so I might have to readjust that a little bit, but I mean, if it was like pitch black and that thing was hunting them through the darkness, I can't deny it would be pretty cool. Either way, today has been a lot of little victories, but of course, one major loss, the death of Creme Brulee. Mr. Cringe is probably devastated. They had an awkward relationship, you know, they were flirting with one another, they were constantly turning one another down. I think there could have been something there eventually, but all that's left were a whole bunch of, you know, delicious mint chocolate ice creams that I'm sure have been eaten. So he kind of got what he wanted, just not in the way he wanted it. Well, a little weird when you when you think about that for more than 30 seconds. But of course, more importantly, we have the automated start to the chocolate factory. We need this connected up to another machine that can turn it into milk chocolate or dark chocolate. Well, you can't really turn it into dark chocolate. Milk chocolate, or what's the other one? White chocolate, that's it. And then other machines that will do other chocolatey-based things automatically. Maybe a way to produce the choco fuel without the need for a biofuel refinery. Have that on another separate part of the factory again. We will need to grab a research that allows us to upgrade advanced components into mechanoid components. It's very, very expensive to do so, but that way, you know, it actually fits in the pack without there being a need for kind of spacer-related stuff. And I can see when this is done and when we've like nicely decorated it, replaced the walls, I think it's going to look incredible. I think it's going to be a real sight to behold. But in conclusion, thank you all for watching today's episode. a slower episode, but there was a lot to be done. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get our Loompa slaves. We'll find a new way to do it. We're just going to have to upgrade our gear, like, really significantly. We're going to have to make sure everybody's really well equipped. Going to give us a little combat training, like a full combat equipment set with kind of combat boosting gear, be it shield belts or something else. We'll find a way to do it. We just need to not go in with 5 dart rifles against a tribe of, like, so shockingly well-armed Loompas. Finally, of course, a thank you to Adam, Scrugback the Blood-Soaked, Ex-Dr. Don, MD, Hawk C, 120, Roan, Brambio, MTB, Texas Yardbird, Jusada, Critical Hat, Dirt Nerd, Lapis Golem, Anastara, Orgthal, Sir K, Sir Wigglesworth, AK Good, Herwolf, and Mert Skirt for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you all for your support over there. Thank you to Lady Cerulean, Lazy Panda, Garnuba, Duke, Ordinary Kaiju, Matthew, The Apocalypse Shovel, Shatulski, Corrupt Racer, Irish Batman, Jordan, Citatus, Green King, Castrian, and Natnart as well. Patreon list will be updated for tomorrow because we have reached the end of those shoutouts. Thank you, and see you all then.